welcome back to the channel here at Dream and Do It Travels.
Today we are at our second location for Jungle Gems, the newer location on Route 32 in Eastgate, Ohio.
Alright, we're going to go inside and we're going to show you around. This grocery store is so large that they pass out maps when you enter. Inside this humidor room is full of cigars. This place has wine for days. It just keeps going.
I'm reminded of what my old friend Benjamin Franklin once said to me. Wine is sure proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Ben was a wise man, a lousy poker player, but a wise man indeed. Please enjoy exploring our library of fine wines.
Alright, and this is the State Liquor Store, so I'm going to go head on in there. They have about every kind of whiskey, gin, vodka, anything you can think of. Inside this case is some really expensive bottles. Inside this white bottle is some 26-year-old whiskey for $500 a bottle. They also have this bottle of Hennessy for $1,100. Next to this, for $1,500, you can buy this box here of Dalmore. And if that's not expensive enough for you, there's this bottle for $3,650. Right outside the State Liquor Store is all these carts full of clearance items.
Like a tasting lounge where you can go in and try samples of different wines and alcohol.
There's a tasting bar where you can go and get some samples. Just go and see the bartender behind the counter.
You can stop at the Tikka Grill and grab a bite to eat. They have gyros and pita wraps with shawarma or kebabs. They have cheesesteak sandwiches, chicken wings, falafel, stuff like that. And right behind the Tikka Grill is the beer section, and you'll know you're there when you see the NASCARs.
They have a make-your-own six-pack, and they carry all these loose bottles and cans, and you can make up your own. Some of them are imported, and then they have others like ciders. Some of these are IPAs and seltzers. Then they have them by the coast, like West Coast, East Coast. It's stuff you can't just find anywhere. It's coming from like microbreweries. I've never seen anywhere before that has a beer section this extensive. Some of the shelving is broken down by the state that it's produced from. There's a lot of neat stuff in here. You need to really take your time to look around.
You can also find a couple aisles of just international beers if that's something you're looking for. And of course, they have a large selection of domestic beers as well.
And now we're at the Big Cheese. Pretty impressive. You'll have to make sure to watch the video that they have documenting on how the big cheese was created. It's pretty interesting.
Because cheese makes everyone smile.
Of course, you can find just about any kind of cheese here from all around the world.
They carry a lot of imported cheeses. Some of them are hard to find. You can't just get them anywhere.
You'll also find nearby a separate deli just for the charcuterie and specialty cheese.
This is one of the biggest houseware sections I've seen, and they have about everything. You can find just about anything and everything.
They have this like bank vault in here in the houseware section. Just one of the neat things that they collect and incorporate into their store. This is where you would shop for your cutlery.
If you have a sweet tooth, check out this candy section.
You have to come check out all their flavors of Jelly Bellies, and you can also see they have giant ones hanging from the ceiling. They have a Jelly Belly car, and then you can sit and have a picture taken with Mr. Jelly Belly.
Here you will see where they've used old bumper cars for the candy displays.
If you're someone who collects Pez dispensers, they have hundreds to choose from here.
So this item is available for purchase for $149. Serves over 300 people, weighs 26.9 pounds, is 36,000 calories, and almost 8 feet long. It is a giant gummy snake.
See, Jungle Jim has replaced himself there for Willy Wonka.
If you're a saltwater taffy fan, they have lots of different flavors to choose from.
Here again, they have a really big pet selection here, a nice variety of dog toys and food and treats. It's almost like its own little pet store inside here.
They have a small toy section inside here with board games and Legos and puzzles and Beanie Babies. There's also the toy balloon section near the main entrance that has a little more to offer.
I was kind of surprised at how many toys they actually do carry for it being a grocery store.
Yeah, and you can also work on your Funko Pop collection while you're here too.
In this section, you'll find supplements and things like that.
This is their health food section where you're going to find your organic, gluten-free, and so forth.
In this section, you'll find herbs and natural alternatives. There's also a juice bar where you can go and have them make you up something. They have like teas and smoothies.
They make their own sushi here inside Jungle Jim's for you to purchase. You can watch them make it back behind the counter. So as you can see, I got some of the sushi, and they have a menu there, and the guy who's making it behind the counter, he custom made mine. I don't care for cucumber and avocado, and he made it without it for me. And it's a spicy shrimp roll, so I'm interested to try this. I'll let you know how it is.
After trying this, it was good. I would recommend it. It was a little spicy. Just as the other store, there's a theater for the Jungle Gym story, and there are restrooms. Look like portalettes.
We're now heading into the international market. You can follow these bright orange signs labeled with the country names to find the food that you're looking for based on which country it originates from.
You can find some really unique foods in these sections and make some really awesome meals.
In the ethnic food section, it's broken down by country. And you can get almost anything authentic to that country that you can imagine. And if they don't have it, you can always ask, and they can look into ordering them in for you.
When you get to the back corner of the store, you'll see this old fire truck. This is located right outside the hot sauce section. There's aisles and aisles of it. This fire truck is a really neat addition to the store. I like the mural that's painted on the wall to dedicate to the firefighters of our nation. You'll find about every type of hot sauce. Some of it is extremely hot.
This was actually on an episode of the show Shipping Wars where they were trying to get this item delivered. They have an entire aisle dedicated to coffee syrups and flavorings and toppings. They have Torani and Ghirardelli. There's just a lot of options to choose from.
You'll see some really strange bottles in the bottled soda section.
Because they're great!
I like my cookies too, but we'll let the boys and girls decide.
This makes you really appreciate the product and what goes into making it.
If you look closely, you may be able to see the foliage on this tree is made from over $1 million of shredded U.S. currency. Here's where you're going to find pure maple syrup, some of that even made locally here in Ohio. There's also a whole lot of jams and jellies you can choose from.
In the seafood section, you'll find this big boat, and the whole area is themed as though you're like pulling up to a dock. If you look up top, there's a sea-doo. You feel like you're in a little fisherman town. Right below this is the walk-up seafood counter where you can order fresh fish. Cincinnati's known for their flying pigs. This is their honey display inside of the store. It's an old repurposed kiddie ride from a carnival. These breads all looked really good. They have a lot of good stuff in their bakery.
This is their traditional deli counter, and they do offer high quality boar's head meat and cheese products. And right off the deli, you'll find the beginning of the large produce section. And like we said in our last video, Jungle Jim's did start as a roadside produce market. So you'll notice that they really do shine in this area. There's a lot to choose from.
They even have a scratch and dent produce section, which is nice to see some of the things that might be picked over just for small defects to not have to go to waste. This is probably one of my favorite parts because you do kind of feel like you're in an outdoor market here. You just have your produce all packed on ice and grab it to go.
Well, thanks for coming along with us today here at Jungle Jim's in Eastgate. And just remember, if you can dream it,
You can do it.
thanks guys.
Bye.